What's going on, guys? This is a Wilderness Slayer guide for Ankou. I'm going to be going through all of the Wilderness Slayer tasks eventually, but if you have any requests, definitely just leave them in the comments and I'll get to them sooner than the others. So basically, in terms of location, as you can see, there's two locations. One is in the Rev Caves, which I don't really recommend unless you have high agility and you can take the shortcut there. And the other is in a graveyard in the wilderness, which I'll show you right now. Alright, so they're just over here northwest of the bandit camp, which is why we're taking the burning amulet, because it's really close. So basically, in terms of inventory setup, you're obviously taking a burning amulet unless you want to run there from Edgeville. These are so cheap, I don't know why you wouldn't just use this. I recommend one stamina potion because there is a fair bit of running, and I don't know, it just makes things more convenient, but if you can't afford it, that's fine. Just take an energy potion or nothing if you have like decent agility. Obviously cannon, if you're going to be using a cannon to do this quicker, and cannonballs, that's obvious. And then just some decent food because, not decent, I mean lobsters are pretty cheap. But just something that if you do get hit, which you probably will, just at least a little bit, like at least have like a half inventory of food. And then there is a possibility of PKers, but that's not really an issue for this task. For gear, you want, again, assuming you're doing range like me, which is probably why you're watching this video, you just want standard range gear that you're comfortable with losing. None of this is expensive except maybe this is like 20k or something, but you know, none of this is expensive and it doesn't really matter if I lose it, but it does give good range bonus. One thing I recommend is, I'm still honestly trying to wrap my head around how Ring of Wealth works with like drop tables and stuff, but if nothing else, it's a good teleportation method, and it works at level, I mean, it works at level 30, but so does the glory. So you know, if you don't want to bring a Ring of Wealth, just have a charged glory. You do want something that can teleport you out of there easily. But I like Grand Exchange Teleport because it puts you right by the bank. Same with Edgeville. You definitely want an accumulator if you don't, if that's not obvious, just so you save your bolts and stuff. I use broad bolts. If you have 55 or higher Slayer, then definitely do that. And in terms of kill strategy, I'm going to be showing you that right now. So first we'll get there, and I'll set up my cannon and everything. So these guys are everywhere, but there's also a ton of monsters that you don't really want to be killing and like wasting your cannonballs on. So the strategy that I use is basically to use this gravestone and this gravestone to safe spot them. So I'm going to set this up. I have not experimented with different cannon spots because I've only done this task like this once. So if you know a better way to do it, or a better way to, or place to put your cannon, then let me know in the comments or something. But basically what you see me doing right here is the whole strategy. Yeah, like Ankou objects hit, like they hit decently hard, so yeah, you can see why this is a good strategy, because they just get stuck right behind these things, and your cannon's just gonna do work, which is awesome. Unfortunately, the ghosts are always just going to be a part of doing this task, and you're going to waste cannonballs and stuff, but as you can see, the experience is flying in. They're getting stuck behind this, and that guy's stuck over there, so this is all working really well. Unfortunately, you do have to refill and stuff, but the strategy works well, and eventually these guys are going to come get you, and you have the option to either run over here or just kill this one, but you're just going to have to adjust on the fly as you have to do on a lot of these tasks, but just you can see now they're all stuck on this side, so it works pretty well. You don't want to put your cannon like all the way over there, which is where I usually did, because it's just gonna hit everyone. Like there's so many Ankou and random stuff, and you're just wasting cannonballs because you'll hit them and then they'll just run that way, and it's just so difficult, and it really requires so much running around, and it's just not easy. So, or it's not that it's not easy, like it's still easy, it's just really annoying. So that's pretty much it. You want to stay in this corner, and you pretty much just want to keep hooking these guys behind the gravestones. And obviously it's not a perfect system, but like I said, it works pretty well. And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with this task. They're decent, not even, I wouldn't even say decent, they're okay loot. They drop some runes and stuff, but I don't really like this task. I know some people do, but it's just kind of a hassle, but you know, whatever. In terms of like understanding how to actually do the task, you should have a decent understanding now. That's my strategy. It's pretty decent, and yeah, when you want to get back, like I said, just use a glory or whatever teleportation device that you have that works above level 20, because you don't want to have to run all the way down to level 20 every time. That's pretty annoying. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you at all, give it a like, and stay tuned for more Slayer guides, and let me know in the comments if there's any guide specifically you want me to do. See ya.